Changing gears now as we're taking a look at Thanksgiving travel conditions and how things shaped out for today's travelers. Our reporter Addie Patterson joining us live in studio now after getting answers at the Ludlow rest stop earlier this evening and catching up with travelers there. So Addie, what they have to say?
Amanda, while today was predicted to be the busiest for traffic on the roads, drivers I spoke with tell Western Mass News conditions weren't too bad after all.
We haven't seen anything. I was shocked.
This year, nearly 82 million people are expected to travel at least 50 miles from home over the Thanksgiving holiday period. AAA Northeast travel forecast predicting an additional 1.6 million people will be traveling this year compared to last Thanksgiving.
Hasn't been too bad. We haven't hit much traffic. We're hoping to cruise through Boston pretty clear.
While the day before Thanksgiving was once considered the busiest travel day, that's not the case for 2025. Tuesday between noon and 9 p.m. was the worst projected travel day before the holiday. However, travelers at the Ludlow rest stop tell Western Mass News their experience on the roads was fast and easy.
Especially coming from the city and heading towards Boston, yeah, we definitely thought that there would be a lot of traffic, but nothing.
AAA also reminding folks who are driving this Thanksgiving to be on the lookout for aggressive drivers, speeders, and anyone who may be impaired behind the wheel. They urge everyone to drive defensively and take breaks when driving long distances.
Just stay safe. Obviously, it's not good to speed or anything like that. Keep everyone safe before the holidays.
And as a reminder, the Thanksgiving holiday travel period ends December 1st, so if you are hitting the roads, be sure to give yourself some extra time to get to your destination. Reporting live in studio, Addie Patterson, Western Mass News.